Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So Huda Beauty has come out with a new and improved faux filter foundation. She has literally listened to her followers, to her customers, and has replaced the original faux filter foundation. Out with the old, in with the new, and this one is called Luminous Matte Foundation. I literally have never ever really heard or seen a brand take on people's feedback to that extent and fully change the whole product so that it makes their customers happier. Like, wow. They've not discontinued it. They've not just scrapped it completely. They've not ignored people. They've said, okay, what don't you like about it? All right, cool. Well, we'll get rid of the things you don't like about it. Anyway, I'm going to be trying this foundation on. I'm going to be swatching a few other shades and comparing it to the original. So without further ado, I'm going to let you watch the video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my foundation reviews and you want to see more. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Right guys, so I'm going to get straight into it by swatching the 3 shades that I do have. And I'm also going to compare it to the original shade. This is the new foundation and this is the old foundation. They look exactly the same. Obviously mine's like worn out a little bit here, but in terms of packaging and all of that, it's pretty much the same. The only thing maybe I would say is a little bit different. On the new one, they've got more of this sort of like ombre fade, whereas I don't know if it was like that much on the last one. So in the old one, you got 35 mils, and in the new one, you also get 35 mils of product. So okay, Huda. Now I remember this old faux filter foundation. Sorry, my phone's been in the screen the whole time. Now, I remember the old faux filter foundation oxidizing quite a bit. And I remember when it first came out, it was a struggle to get your right shade because they would end up being different shades. In the end, I found that I was the shade Baklava. I liked the foundation, but the thing that I remember was the smell, the fragrance. Coverage is obviously insane. Okay, so yeah, but the fragrance, wow, I haven't used it in quite a while, so that fragrance really does like knock you out. So that's Baklava in the old faux filter foundation. And obviously before I go ahead and put the foundation all over my face, the new one, I want to know exactly what shade I am. And I'm just going to swatch the new one right here. It feels like it's slightly warmer from the get-go. That is quite a jump. So I've got a shade that is one lighter than Baklava, which is Tres Leche. I always can never say these right. Tres Leche. It seems as though just from my swatches, the foundation has still got sort of the same great coverage that it had in the original. Okay guys, so I think Tres Leche would definitely be way too light unless it's going to oxidize. But I don't think it is oxidizing from the looks of it. This shade hasn't oxidized. And then I've got one darker, which is Dolce de Leche, or you know what I mean. Okay, this is very golden. It's annoying because the original Baklava is actually the perfect shade. Like, it genuinely is the most perfect shade. So Baklava is 340G, Dolce de Leche is 350G, and Tres Leche is 320G. G obviously standing for golden. And if I look at all of the swatches, I feel like the original shade is much better. But obviously going off the new one, I think I'm gonna stick with Baklava because it's the one that is kind of the most neutral out of all of them. The foundation actually comes in 39 buildable shades. Okay, so I've just done one little pump across, and honestly, there is no fragrance, which is so exciting. I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty foundation brush. This is the Build and Buff brush. I'm just going to start to blend this out, and I just want to apply this on one side of my face only, so we can really see the difference between natural skin and Huda Beauty faux filter kind of skin. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more because it's kind of dried down and it's blended as much as it could. And I feel like this is still quite a sheer coverage because you can see my beauty marks through it. So I just wanna see how buildable this is. I feel like you have to work fairly quickly with it. Okay, now we are getting some like full coverage realness. Okay guys, so I've got half a face of foundation on and half a face with fair skin. And I just really quickly want to do a comparison as to how my skin looks. I'd say now that the shade is on all over, it's really not that bad. It's definitely warmer than the original, and it's definitely between a golden and an olive tone. I do actually wish that I had more shades to try. In terms of how it looks on my skin, I can't lie, it's absolutely flawless. Like if you just look at my skin, it's flawless. The best thing about this foundation so far, well, one of the best things, is that there is no fragrance. Like I literally cannot smell a thing, which is amazing. I'm gonna put foundation on this side of my face and let's see how it looks. Okay, honeys, I am back. Makeup is on. I have finished my makeup by spritzing my face with my Fix Plus Magic Radiance. I want to have a closer look at this. Okay, so I feel like when I was doing my makeup, because honestly, it's been about 2 hours, and no, it does not take 2 hours to do this simple sort of eye makeup, but I had meetings and other things in between, so 2 hours later, my foundation's been on for 2 hours, basically. The foundation was still looking very much matte, rather than, like, I, so far, don't see it as like a luminous matte. I just see it as a nice matte foundation. And in comparison to the original foundation, which was a matte foundation, that was like matte, matte, matte. This is just like a nice matte. Now that I've had the foundation on for a good few hours, first of all, it was really nice and easy to apply makeup on top of. It was nice to blend my concealer into. My cream contour, it gave the other cream products like a nice surface to work over. And then also I've powdered my skin, all of that, and everything just looks really nice and flawless still. I'm actually really pleased. I'm gonna go over some of the key points just so you've got full information on this foundation. So as I said, it's a new and improved formula, which is amazing. We love to see that feedback has been taken on board. Okay, 24-hour flexible wear. And I think by that, they mean that you can wear it light, you can wear it, you know, medium coverage, you can build it up and make it super full coverage. It's flexible to kind of do what you want with it, and it's still gonna stay put for 24 hours. It also says it's non-drying, and I have to say, so far, I don't feel like it is drying at all. Like my skin doesn't feel dry whatsoever. Also, I have a dry patch right here where I've had a bit of a reaction to something, and I also had some dry skin at the end of my nose. And honestly, like you would not be able to tell. It says it's fragrance free, which we know and which I'm so pleased about. Non-comedogenic, which means it's not going to sit in your pores and clog your pores. So for all of the people that were possibly getting breakouts from using the foundation, maybe because it was heavy or whatever, it's now not going to do that to your skin. So it's much better for your skin. And it says here that it's life proof, meaning it's waterproof, it's super long wear, transfer proof, fade proof, sweat proof, and humidity proof. Is it transfer proof? There's like the teeniest tint on my fingers. Don't watch my nails, guys. We're in lockdown, okay? There's like the tiniest bit that's come off on my hands, and that could even be because I've sprayed my face with Fix Plus. It says it's Dubai proof, so it's gonna last in humidity and again be long wearing. And it also says that it's pool party proof, which I love that. In terms of price point, the foundation is £34, and like we said before, it's 35 mils. That's kind of the expected price point for this foundation. And honestly, I think it's quite a fair price point considering you get 35 mils, and I'm not joking, this is gonna last you a hell of a long time. Okay, so all that's left to do is actually put this foundation to the test for the next few hours, the rest of the day. I've got lots of tasks to do, and I just want to see how this foundation actually wears and lasts throughout the day, and I will come back and keep you posted. Okay guys, so I'm back. You can tell that I've been doing stuff because my braid is disheveled. And yeah, lipstick is kind of off at this point. It's been 10 hours since I was last here, and I just wanted to check in, and oh my god, let me just tell you, It's amazing. Like, I have a teeny bit of like oiliness and just shine coming through on my nose. Well, it's more oiliness. And I say this in every single one of my foundation reviews. I have oily skin. In my T-zone, I have combination skin, and I tend to always get oily on my nose after a fair amount of hours. So for me to go a whole 10 hours, no touch-ups, nothing, and I'm getting just a slight bit of oiliness on my nose, I am not mad of it. And then another thing. You know how I always talk about creasing here? Where's the crease? 10 hours, 10 hours, you are joking me. I actually can't believe it. Like, I'm fully trying to force this crease here because there's no way, like normally my foundation will be sitting either just in here or like deep in this laugh line. If I come closer, you'll see it's kind of like in the lines a little bit, but it's not crazy like the Grand Canyon on my face. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can see it's definitely oily on my nose area, but I'm not really getting like separation. I'm shocked. Like, I'm actually shocked. Like, my makeup is on. Like, my makeup is properly on. I didn't even set it with a setting spray, might I add. I only used the Fix Plus Magical Radiance, which is not a setting spray. It is a kind of hydrating makeup refresh spray, but it's not a setting spray. Just to add, the foundation shade hasn't changed either. So there's been no oxidization throughout the day. And one more thing while I'm here, the Luminous Matte has definitely come through later on. And I don't know whether that's because your natural oils kind of just mesh into the foundation after some time, but I really like how the foundation looks and settles on the skin. Even after 2-3 hours, when I looked in the mirror, and it just looks more like luminous matte at this point. And I don't look greasy, I don't look dewy, I still look matte, but like a nice radiant luminous matte. But I want to know what you guys think of this foundation. How do you think it looks on me? How do you think it's worn throughout the day? Have you tried it? Are you going to be trying it? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, or if you want to see more foundation reviews. It really does help me out. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the family. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.